Oh, you're not live. You have to click go.
All right.
Says we're live.
What's up, everybody? How's it going, Mr. Caruso?
It's going good, Mr. Blevins. How you doing? How's everybody out there tonight? Hope everybody's good.
Yep. It's Talkbox Live. Hope everybody's doing good. I am doing some navigating, so y'all give me just a second here. Trying to download a couple of pictures. And what's the name of that other band?
GATC. GATC. So we're trying to get a few pictures downloaded for my cup of tea tonight, and I'm not that computer savvy, so Mr. Blevins is helping me out. In the meantime, it's cocktail hour, so we have a little black cherry tonight again, and that's what the beverage is. Black cherry. That's what the beverage is for tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, we're brought to you by Mike's Hard Black Cherry, because that's what I'm drinking.
Out of the Van Halen thing again?
As a matter of fact, it is. As a matter of fact, it is.
I need to give you one from my solo band when I had that. It was the Outsiders. It was fluorescent yellow.
Well, hey, I ain't got no problem with that.
How do I put that in?
I don't know.
Pull the picture up, can I, baby? It has to be in a slideshow.
Yes.
Oh,
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Well, then I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook. So anyway, tonight we have Mr. Stace and Cassie Shook, married couple, plays music, kind of in Americana folk type thing. I'm not really sure. Singer-songwriter actually is what it more is. We've got our top 5 tonight. We got Caruso's Cup of Tea. We're going to talk about Stace and Cassie's CD release party. They just released their second CD. The release party was 2 nights ago, Monday night, at BB's Live down in Flowood, Mississippi on the reservoir. And had a great time. Sold a lot of merch, played music, had some Valentine's dinner, stuff like that. So we'll talk to them about all that and stuff. But anyway, let me see here what I can do. Sorry, folks, I'm running my mouth. But yes, we're going to talk about that. What else are we going to talk about, Keith? Anything? Because they're only going to be on for about 30 minutes. So.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll have a few more shows to mention that's coming to town.
Maybe of course our shows we're going to have on here. So
right, I was going to say maybe drop a mention on who's going to be appearing on this show, just whatever comes to mind, rock and roll wise, I suppose. Right. Yes.
Yep. Definitely. Sorry, yep. I'm like looking at shit, trying to figure out what the fuck.
Trying to do 2 things at once.
Yeah, I can't chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. So.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
No. So I am sending those to my lovely wife, the lady in the
our producer in the studio
in the background. Yes, our producer. That's right. The one that makes all the magic happen. We just talk bullshit.
Exactly. That's all we're good. That's all we're good for, right?
Sonata.
Oh yeah. Sonata Arctica.
Arctica. I never can get that damn thing right. Damn,
my boys back here.
Finland dudes, whatever they are.
That's right.
Of course, I got the Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin representing tonight. All right. All right. Yeah, because they're actually going to be one of my cup of tea mentions as well. That's why I'm kind of sporting that as well.
Yeah.
So
very cool. Yeah, and tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the music scene, not just there, but everywhere, because it's pretty much the same everywhere. And we're going to talk a little bit about the music business. Try to cram all that into a damn 45-minute show and 30 minutes with them. So So yeah, it's gonna be it's not gonna be as long as long
Last week.
love that motherfucker, but good God, can he talk?
You ain't shit. I thought I could talk. I'm just going to tell you right now. My man has me shut down. I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I don't remember saying that very often. I'll tell you that.
Well, you know, Mr. Mark Gus Scott, love him to death, man. He's a character. He's a great guy, great drummer, great musician. I mean, he's classically trained. It was awesome. And while we're waiting on them to come on, we can definitely mention something about next week. We're going to have Rob DeLuca from Spread Eagle and UFO, and plays bass in Sebastian Bach band. Sebastian Bach's band. And anyway, he's going to be on, and we're going to have a couple of special guests come on for a couple of minutes and promote something. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
Yeah,
that's going to be cool.
Yeah, so we're going to have some special guests on and stuff like that, and you know, see what all's going on with everything around here. We're going to talk about some more shows. Man, Jack Russell going to be at JD Legends.
Blue Note.
July 9th.
Oh, July 9th.
Yeah, JD Legends. Mm-hmm.
Well, that one just came up then. I didn't have that one.
Oh, really? Yeah, that just popped up today. I talked to Robbie about it, and
okay.
We're going to try to see if we can work something out. So we'll see. We'll be coming up here. We'll be coming up here the next week, playing not here, but playing in that is Voodoo 13, playing in Nashville at the Cobra, and then at the 19th Street in Louisville, Kentucky. So
very cool.
I don't know if we'll be able to do 2 weekends in a row, but we'll see. We'll see. Depends on how much moolah we can make for the band, you know. So.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, you know, things are starting to open up a little bit more and more. Some bands are starting to get out there. They're starting to be able to get out and do a little touring. You know, the Monsters of Rock cruise just ended.
And then M3's already announced.
You know, yeah, exactly. And I was watching, you know, the news. As much as I hate to watch that fodder, I did catch the news a little bit ago, and they were saying that, you know, the mask mandates are starting to really, you know, be reevaluated as far as things opening up more. So that's going to allow, you know, shows to get not only here in the States, but also allow bands to come over from overseas to play, you know, shows here as well. So I'm really looking forward to that because, you know, my buddies from Sonata Arctica that I'm good friends with, you know, they're from Finland, and they haven't been able to. They've had to postpone twice already. Yeah. And so it's looking up right now, which is pretty cool.
Well, you know, I'm not going to mention any names, but there's some bands out there bitching about, you know, they want everybody to be masked at their show.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I know who you're.
Yeah, and some people didn't, and a couple people in their thing got sick, and so they're not playing shows. Fuck you.
Well, yeah, I know who you're talking about, and
you
know but I don't see how that's going to go on like that though, Chris, because they have a pretty big tour going on this year that they're on the bill with. So, I mean, we'll see, but we'll see if they stick to their guns on that. But I don't know.
Oh, who they are?
I'll find the pictures.
I already sent you the pictures. I sent you 3 of them. 3 different bands.
If she wants to,
that's his for his cup of tea. That's on his thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And if she wants to pull up one of these for them, she can do that too.
Yeah. Well, I got a video for them because we can play their video.
Okay.
Anyway, everybody, I'm fixing to. There they are, out in the Stace and Cassie homeland backyard. Whatever it is.
How are we there?
We're great. Hey, put your head in front of that light.
Well, I'm really looking forward to that.
Stacy, go that way.
Go which
The other
way?
way. No,
To your right.
To my
No.
Turn
right.
that light up.
Move your body to the right. Block that light.
Oh,
There you go.
how about I move all of us to this way?
Well, yeah,
better?
keep turning a little bit. Keep turning a little bit. That way y'all can get away from that light. Can't see
There we
shit.
go. We can't see it.
Yeah. Now turn the
I can't
computer a
see
little bit
upstairs. I
more.
don't know what the hell we're looking at.
Hey, turn your mic up a little bit, or whatever your computer thing. No, not the screen. The volume.
Hold on. I'm still trying to figure this shit out, man. We're going. We're good. Does that work?
Exactly.
Yeah.
My feelings
Turn your
exactly.
volume up a little bit though, or maybe yeah.
Hey, Blevins, I don't ever want to hear another word about my inabilities.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Anyway, Stace Cassie, this is Keith. Stace Cassie
Nice to meet you guys. How you doing?
from my home state, Mississippi, where it's warm. You see, they're sitting outside in short sleeves. So,
Mm-hmm.
hell, they got
Today, now
60
tomorrow's going to
today.
change.
Yep.
No doubt. Hey, I like that shirt you got on.
Yeah, I thought I'd represent. I mean, I figured
Well, you
why not?
already
Hold
did.
on 1 second. God damn it. Hold on 1 second. There we go.
You already did on the video, so and we're definitely going to show that.
That's us. We just got to catch up.
We're gonna play some of the video of y'all's new video and stuff. But anyway, so Stace and Cassie, they're in my opinion, they're Americana singer songwriter folk kind of. I don't know. Anyway, y'all tell me what style of music are y'all?
All of the above.
All of the above. That's what I
All
thought.
of the above.
Yes.
Very cool. They're married. They're a group. They've been singing together way before they got married, and then they got married, and they still sing together. So, and Stace quit his job to be a full-time musician and started his own business, and they're together all the damn time. I don't see how they hadn't killed each other, but
Well,
Do you see my glass of wine?
That's not a glass, my God.
It's a Cassie glass.
and my father.
All right.
Oh, so that's how y'all you tolerate each
That's
other.
how we cope. This is how we cope. These are our coping
Coping
mechanisms.
mechanisms, yes.
Nice.
Very cool, very cool. All right, so they've released 2 albums. The first album was all acoustic with with them both singing and stuff. And as far as am I right with saying that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then this next album has drums and keyboards and guitar. Got some lead guitar in it. Stace went back to his roots, trying to play some lead guitar. I haven't heard it all yet because I haven't bought a CD, but I'm going to get one here in the next week or so.
Yep.
Well, and it's the 21st century. You can stream that shit. But I'm getting you a CD. But you can stream it everywhere, man. Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
All that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Hey, well, while we're at it, let's go ahead and tell everybody where they can find that.
The best thing anybody can do is go to www.staceandcassie.com. And that front page, that first page that pops up gives you every link to everything you could possibly ask for.
Right. And that's Stace, S-T-A-C-E. Nothing else after it. Not Stacy or none of that. So,
No.
and then Cassie is C-A-S-S-I-E. So it's Stace and Cassie. Now, is that an and sign or is it A-N-D?
You can do it. You can type it in either way when you're looking it up, but on the website it's A-N-D because they won't let you use ampersand.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, Mandy posted the link right there, so y'all can go check that out. You can buy physical CDs. And now, didn't y'all have posters made for the show and stuff, or for the CD release?
We've just had posters made in general to advertise. I went old school on this one. I'm hanging them up in music stores, hanging them up in. Hell, I hung some up in our pharmacy today. I know the pharmacist. He's like, sure, go ahead.
Telephone.
Well, but people can buy those, right?
The posters. I mean, if they really want to, they can reach out to us and we can get them one.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I thought that was cool. I like that. And of course, they got guitar picks, they got T-shirts, they got hoodies. They got all kinds of stuff on their merch.
We have watch glasses.
We got
We have
shot glasses.
whiskey glasses. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah. See,
We took the kids' idea to merchandise. Just put your name on everything.
Hey, y'all got a Zippo lighter?
Not yet, but I'm working on
good
it.
idea.
I'm working on it.
Are you related to Gene Simmons by chance?
I'm gonna have it engraved on our coffin. All of it. Well,
Condoms.
Yes. Definitely.
Actually, that's funny because Candlebox used to have condoms with Candlebox on them.
Wow.
In the packaging, you know. So yeah, and they just throw them out at shows. So
yeah, I don't know if you can see this behind me. We even have we're just kind of dumb with it. I got a friend that owns a copper company, and he did that for me.
Yeah, I saw that when I was at
your.
Yeah, I saw that when I was at y'all's compound. All right,
Yeah.
Now tell us a little bit about this album.
All right, so
Do
the
you have
first
one
album.
on hand? Do you have one
Do I have one
on
on
hand?
hand?
To show?
Yeah.
You're very unprepared.
Let me get my assistant.
That's the story of our life.
We run a million miles an hour every day.
You know what? I could have found a picture and done it, but I fucking didn't.
No. Our 16-year-old assistant's right inside. She's texting him to bring shit now. It's great. That's what we have kids for, so they can just run for us.
Don't let him
like
our producer sitting to the side there.
She gets it down here.
Dude.
Huh?
What's the last thing that was said?
I said, don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. Our producer's sitting to his right.
Oh, I know.
No,
she's the one that pulls it all together.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I've known Chris way too long to think he's got that shit together on his own.
He's clueless as a bastard on Father's Day. Let me tell you.
You should have heard him on the phone yesterday. I don't even know if he knew where he was.
I was sound asleep.
We all have to know.
I was sound asleep when you called, so yeah, I don't remember shit we said.
Yeah. Well, you called me like right in the middle of our CD release party. I think we were getting ready to go on stage or some shit when you called. I was like,
I figured that out when I called. I was like, oh shit. So that's why I said call me later or something. Anyway, but yeah, let's talk about the CD.
Yes, we have, and our assistant, again, he's bringing us a copy so we can show you.
Okay.
But we decided that okay, first of all, let's back up. We were hoping that we would release this last October or November.
oh my God.
But just like with everything over the last couple of years, you realize that your timelines they're not going to work out the way you want to. So then we realized that, you kind of said, well, these are sweet love songs. This album, our songs aren't so depressing like the first album. So we decided that we would release the album on Valentine's Day. And then that's how everything kind of just snowballed from there as far as oh, absolutely. Like we're just going to cheese ball it out. It's Valentine's Day. It's all about the love.
You two mushy kids.
Well, so the first album was kind of the story of us leading up to when we really started being us. And this album is pretty much the story of us if you listen to it from start to finish. And it's love songs, but they're not like all mushy gushy love songs. Some of them are a little whatever, but there's some rockers on this thing.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
Like the title track is really rocking. I got to remember how to be an electric guitar player for a while. It was great.
And that's Partners in Crime?
Yeah.
Cool. And that's the name of the album, by the way, just to let everybody know. It's Partners in Crime. They got a really good videographer, I guess that's what you would call him, and photographer, JB Lawrence. And he's really good. Does really good stuff. He did one of our videos. And I mean, it's really cool. And now I'm going to play the video, but I'm not going to play the whole 13-minute video.
Yeah. Well, just tag that on again. Let people that want to hang out and watch a whole video, just put a link in there or something. But yeah, it's
yeah, I'm just going to play a part of it. So
now I grew up in the 80s when they made storyline videos. And JB and I are kind of like mad scientists when it comes to making videos. We just he's great with a camera, and I'm a crazy person with ideas. And he, kind of brings them all together. And Cassie throws hers in, and we ended up with a little 6-minute mini movie before the music ever starts. So
I will
Yeah.
say that's not my favorite part of it, of what we do.
she's still pissed at us off.
I mean, I told them after it was two good 14-hour days of the video for our first single, and I was so over it, and I was just like, I don't want to talk to y'all, I don't want to see y'all, I don't. Yeah,
You talking about for this album?
For this video,
it was the first
Yeah, for that
single off
video?
of this
Okay.
album. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's video's a whole different monster, you know?
yeah, y'all hold tight. I'm gonna go fire my assistant and get a damn CD. I'll be right back.
Well, he said, they were on the car seat. He said they're not there. Did you move them? He's such a diva.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I heard y'all had a good night Monday night with a CD release party.
Oh, it was amazing. And the funny thing about it was something totally different from what we would normally do. And we kind of were able to, because it was Valentine's Day, kind of take it to a whole different level as far as a CD release party / Valentine's Day date for a lot of our friends. We had a sit-down meal, wonderful dinner that Rob Plafkin made for us, and it was phenomenal. So it was
That's
just the whole night was, yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. We played the CD.
Mm-hmm. Push it closer.
We played the CD from
Bring it
start to
down a little
finish.
bit. Anyway, I will tell people it's them inside of a bar. I mean, not a bar, a jail cell. It's hard to see. I think Mandy's going to pull it up and try to.
Look, I know you're gonna talk shit about me because here's my problem.
Keep
My
going.
video that I'm watching us on is lagging, so we can't see where we are in real time. So give me 2 seconds.
Oh, that's cool. You're good.
Just 2 seconds.
What?
Is that it?
That's it. Now
2 seconds.
yeah, we're caught up. I think close enough.
He had to pick his nose.
Just give him 2 seconds.
That's a good shot of my keyboard. Okay, we're back.
You're going to have
All
to
right,
go
sorry.
through. There you go. There you go. All right. I think we got it here.
I think we're caught up. Maybe.
There it is.
There we go. There it is. There's the CD. Can y'all see that?
There we go. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. So y'all are a couple seconds behind. And it's available everywhere. So, but like you said, go to their website, which is stacecassie.com, and you can get anything and get to anything from there, any kind of streams, buy it from them on there, you know, whatever. So videos to YouTube and all that good stuff. But here real quick, I'm going to go ahead and play the video. Let me see if I can pull that up. I have invite. How do I do that? Share?
Just let Mandy do it. You don't know what the hell you're doing. Hey, Mandy.
Now, come on. I can't play that one. That's not y'all. This one's y'all.
Like me neither.
Here we go. Now, I'm going to take this to where it needs to go. Oh, what kind of, what does that say? What? 13? Ooh, I like that.
I'm wasted. You're lonely and I can't keep myself from you.
I even represented you in our damn video.
I'm taking
Huh?
my chances on a dream that might come true. You came to me and my whole world slipped away. I'm angry.
What's that noise?
You're leaving, and all I've got to say
You talking about Cassie singing? That's rude.
is what do you want from me?
It sounds
What
like
do you want from
I don't know, are dogs out there?
me?
No, our dogs aren't empty.
Oh, I bet it's our ringtone.
I'm lonely. You wasted.
See, that's how I functioned in life.
So much in So I'm taking my chances on the dreams that might come true. You sang me
Oh, I think
and
we're
the
getting feedback on
whole
y'all's.
world slipped away.
I don't know why you would. I don't think your sound good.
I'm tired
No, my sound's
of
fine.
fighting, and all that I can say is, what do you want from me? What do you want from me?
What do you want from me? Oh, what do you want from me?
All right. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? If you want to see the rest, go to YouTube. Go to the website. Look at it. Watch it. It's very cool. Awesome video. Awesome
Find us
song.
on YouTube and thank you very much. Yeah, find us on YouTube and subscribe.
Yes.
My goal, which is probably going to drive her to insanity and more drinking, is I want to make a video for every song on this album because it tells a story. So I want to tell a story.
That's cool. That's cool. Concept album.
Well, it's just a story. Yeah, I guess it kind of
It's
is.
a story, Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be all Operation Mindcrime, but I guess it kind of happened.
You're always Operation Mind.
I am a little Operation Mindcrime.
Very cool. Very cool. Now look, want to hit on a little bit of music business, not music business, just say music scene, stuff like that. I know Mississippi's the same as everywhere else. It's everybody is scared that somebody else is going to make it and they're not, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to reveal, oh, I'm not telling so-and-so how we got this gig or how we did this video or who we got to shoot this photograph or blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. That's not how you make a scene. How you make a scene is to get everybody to work together, in my opinion.
Yep.
What do y'all think about that?
I've been pushing that for 20-something years in the music world.
Me too, brother.
Networking together and helping each other is the only way we're ever going to get anywhere with this stuff. Now there are a few. We have some pretty good friends in this town that are glad to help, glad to support. We had several of them show up at the CD release party, and they've done nothing but be supportive and help in every way they can. Even some of this stuff I've had to figure out being our own record company. I was able to reach out to a couple and go, hey man, I don't know how to do this. What's my best option? And they would help. Chad Wesley helped us out. Jason Turner's always a help. There's a lot of musicians around here that don't mind helping each other, but there is a little bit of what you said. They're worried about gigs, and
it's a jealousy thing, and that's so stupid, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess that would have to be what it is in the grand scheme.
The cool thing about it is that everybody brings something to the table. I mean, if you're a musician, that in itself, I mean, you're giving your talent to the world, and why would we not help each other out? Because to me, that's just you're holding. If you're holding someone else back, you're just holding back something that benefits all of us. Because especially as a musician, if you're a musician, you obviously love and appreciate music and the craft of it. So to me, it's just a win-win if everybody can look after each other. I don't get that.
Well, yeah, because you might know somebody that they don't. They might know somebody that you don't, and together you can network.
Right. networking is where it's all at. And
Yeah, you're opening doors for each other that might not have been open otherwise.
it's not only that, but so, you know, you always aim big. We hope that this CD does something, so we're aiming big. You know,
Yeah.
world domination and shit. You got to aim big, or you ain't gonna hit anything. But
Amen.
if Stace and I'm not gonna say that in third person, if we get any notoriety off of this, it only helps the people around us because it brings attention to this area. It brings attention to the other wonderful original artists in this town.
Exactly.
And-
Like he said, original.
Yeah. There are musicianship in this town is insane. Just to be honest with you, there are amazing musicians. Not many of them strive to be original artists, and that's fine. We, on the other hand, that's where we are, where we want to be. That's the main thing we want, and it only helps us if one of my friends gets some notoriety, because people are going to be looking to go, well, who else around Jackson is good?
Exactly.
So
That's
is there
Exactly right.
Go ahead.
well, I was just saying, is there enough meat to go around for everybody to feed off of down there? Or is it a smaller community that only the fittest survive? So only the biggest local band, you know, can prosper, and the little guys kind of get left out in the cold. Maybe get the opening slots for a national act, or, you know, they might not get that gig at the local club or whatever.
Well, this is the one thing I can tell you around here. There are plenty of gigs to go around.
Mm-hmm.
You can gig damn near 6-7 nights a week if you really want to around here.
Okay.
But
Okay.
original music is not as embraced as it should be.
Really?
Yeah.
It's more that it's the cover bands, and they're amazing at what they do. And we have so many friends that they make a living at playing music, cover
Right.
music. Oh yeah, we did it, and that's still mainly what we do at gigs. We love to try to slowly get away from that, of course, because we want our original music
Absolutely.
to touch other people. But we have amazing friends and just people around here that we know personally that play, you know, 4 and 5 nights a week, only covers, and they do an amazing job at it, and they make a living at it. So that's
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to do.
Not at all.
Jackson's got a great scene for cover bands, for original bands, and I you know what, I don't want to step on toes, but I most of the time don't care. They don't embrace originals around here as much as they should. The venues that could embrace and help original artists don't. They could put an original local artist in front of every national act that comes through here. They don't.
Yeah,
No.
Chris and I talk about this all the time.
It's,
Yeah, same way up here.
But I can tell you this: if we went somewhere else and gained notoriety, they would be proud as shit that we were from here.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's just kind of one of those. And there's a lot of good people here, and I'm not gonna like diss on them. It's a business, and we realize that. We just wish they were a little more open to helping out original acts around town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris and I talk about that all the time up here. Opening up for, you know, national act here. We talk about that because we got you know, a lot of national acts come through, and you know, we get these bands that are cover bands that are get the opening slot. And you know, sometimes, to be honest with you, I'd rather hear somebody else's originals than covers, even if I like the covers they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but you can go anywhere in town and hear those same damn covers because everybody plays the same shit.
That's true.
Yep. Well, look, real quick, we're going to talk a couple more things real quick, but I want to hit as fast as we can on our top 5 singer-songwriters. So, Keith, what you got?
All right. My singer-songwriter list went somewhere.
It's not in your head?
Huh?
It's not in your head?
Well, There's a lot of shit. But fuck did I do? Oh, here it is.
Under the
You were
table.
talking shit about me not knowing how to work a camera.
I got him.
You're my people.
You need an assistant.
I do need an assistant. You're right. So my singer-songwriters go as such, and not necessarily in this order. Steve Perry from Journey, Sammy Hagar, Eric Clapton, Rick Emmett from Triumph, Pete Townsend from Who, Ann Wilson from Heart, and Tom Keefe from Cinderella.
Man, that was like 8.
It was 6.
Oh,
So
okay.
you just went for it. It's all good.
They're all amazing.
All
Before
good.
y'all give y'all's, I'm going
I
to
would
give
tell
mine
you,
real
I
quick.
would tell you, I don't know that he would have jumped into my mind right away, but I will agree with you on Tom Kiefer. Dude's a hell of a songwriter.
Absolutely.
I didn't think of that until he mentioned it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Song of top 5 is really hard. Do you want one from each of us, or are we just kind of hodgepodge ours?
It could be any. And I'll tell you, I had an honorable mention of Charlie Daniels.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
But yeah, it's kind of a no general, genre. Just and it's not who you think is the best, but who's your favorite.
yeah,
There's a lot of
exactly.
people I thought were the best that I just wrote down and marked out because I was like, I'm going to listen to them. So
I know who yours will be.
My tip top, I thought it was Jason Isbell until I remembered how much I love Ryan Adams. Just to be honest with you.
there you go.
They're both two of the most.
Love
I think-
Brian Adams.
I think Jason's words make more sense to me sometimes, and they're not so cloaked as far as the meaning. But Ryan Adams has probably put out 14 or 15 albums. I can't even, and I've never heard a bad song. Not one.
And you're talking about Ryan Adams, not
Ryan with a
Ryan,
R-Y-A-N. Yeah, not Brian.
Okay.
That guy's good too.
I don't know him.
Uh,
I know the name, but I'm not familiar with his music.
He's an he's I've never heard a song that was bad. I'll just be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Just that storytelling. I mean, like one of my favorites would probably, my most favorite would probably be Brandy Carlisle. And it's more of that
the Go-Go's.
folky singer songwriter, just storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I think for us.
You can't.
Now, I was wrong in saying the Go-Go's, right?
No, not Belinda Carlisle. Brandy.
My bad. I heard that in my head. Okay, but
I'm sure they're related
Brandy.
somewhere. I'm sure they're
She
related.
actually made a post on her Instagram like a few months ago and was like, Brandy Carlisle made a post and said, I finally met the person that people mistake me for all the time. So she finally got to meet Belinda Carlisle.
Okay, all right,
There's no relation, but yeah.
cool.
Adam Duritz from Counting Crows.
Okay,
That guy. And another one for me is Pat Monahan from Train. Amazing lyricist. Amazing.
mm-hmm.
So, what else you got?
I think I'm trying for us to not be males and females, but I guess we probably lean more towards that. To me, Sheryl Crow. I'm
There you
like
go.
I'm trying to not just pick females, but I'm trying to think of my influences. Amos Lee was one of my influences, honestly, in writing, learning how to write.
And then she's going to tell you who one of her biggest is. It would be who?
Miranda Lambert.
Miranda Lambert. all them man-hating songs.
Oh yeah,
She's a good songwriter. She just is.
Very cool. You got any more, Stace? You got another one?
Man, I could probably go on forever, because you got to think. It depends. They cover so many decades. John Prine, Willie Nelson.
Stapleton has become one of our favorites.
Stapleton is an amazing songwriter.
Okay.
That's from a bitch. That's a song a day. You can't be and you can't not be a great songwriter.
I'm surprised I'm not hearing the one I figured you would say.
Is that Shannon? Shannon was Shannon Hoon, Blind Melon, great singer songwriter.
Amen. Amen.
I knew that was who you were. I figured he'd be in your list, so I was kind of trying to give some more.
I was trying to keep away from him because I figured you might, but mine, like I said, no particular, like Keith said, no particular order, but I mean, honorable mention would be Stevie Nicks. I got to throw a female in there.
Yeah.
So can I stop you right quick?
Huh?
Can I stop you right quick before you go in further?
Yeah.
That first one you just mentioned. So we cover Leather and Lace on this album. We decided to put that on this album. So there is
That's
our
awesome.
version of Leather and Lace on this.
Mandy's over here clapping. She's like, hell yeah. I can't wait to hear that. That's fucking cool. Hell yeah. And of course, my next one, Steve Perry.
Nice.
Phil Collins.
True.
And I would say Johnny Resnick, Goo Goo Dolls.
That guy was a really good songwriter.
And Prince is up there.
Yeah.
And my favorite of all time, Mr. Janie Lane of Warren. So
He wrote good songs. It's so hard to really define because I guess the singer part is what throws off some of it.
Yeah.
There's some amazing writers that don't quote unquote sing.
Yeah.
Eminem writes amazing shit. He just does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Carl Perkins.
Yeah, Carl Perkins wrote Blue Suede Shoes. Yeah.
Yeah. God, there's a lot of them out there. Damn, and I can't seem to think of anything like this now, but there's plenty of them out there that do that write a bunch of stuff like George Strait, but he never wrote any of his own fucking songs. Other writers.
Did he never write any songs?
I don't think he ever wrote anything.
Wow.
That I know of. I'm not positive.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as I know,
Wow.
Steven Tyler, amazing singer-songwriter, but since '85, he hadn't written any of his own fucking songs. It's all been pop singers for the most part.
Oh, wow.
Or not pop singers, but people that write hit songs. So
in the late 80s, early 90s, they started doing that. They started bringing in that Desmond Child guy, who's not a singer, I don't know of, but he's a hell of a songwriter. And he started working with all of those cats back then.
Right. I mean, look at Milli Vanilli. I'm just kidding. I had to throw that out there.
Singers nor songwriters.
They weren't singers or songwriters. You're right.
They were neither one.
Oh, that's funny.
But I don't know, man. Bob Marley.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Definitely. Well, I mean, all the Van Zandt guys.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Every one of them has been in the band. So, all right. Another quick question real quick. And are y'all ever gonna do any full band shows?
We talked about it. I will be honest with you. Before we do any really full band type stuff, we will probably have to incorporate players that aren't from here. And the only reason is so many of these players around here, they play for a living. And they play with multiple bands.
Right.
It's not much different than Nashville with a lot of it. They're jumping in and out of different bands.
Right.
And we want people that can just kind of focus on us and aren't that much worried about we want really good musicians, but we want them to be.
You don't want that rotating door.
Doing a lot of our original stuff.
Yeah.
But I would absolutely love to do that. We've talked about it several times over the past few years, and I would love that just and selfishly because I've never experienced playing with a full band. I've always been I've been in I've just had two acoustic duos.
Yeah.
Stace being my second and my last. But I think that it would just be such an experience for me. So selfishly, yes, I'm all for it. I want to do that. And I wouldn't say all the time, maybe maybe quarterly, maybe, you know, once a, I don't know that I'd even
Once
say
every
once a
2 or
month.
3 months, so just a big band
Yes.
show, you know?
Yes. Just rock it out, you know, just have just let it all out. Cause I feel like as much as I love the singer songwriter stuff, the low key stuff that we do, I
She's got
still have
headphones on, baby.
I have a lot of energy that sometimes I want to get out.
But I will say this. Yes, we would love to do that. And when we make albums, I make them with the intention of maybe we'll do that at some point, because there's a lot of instruments on these albums.
Yeah.
But when we're live, for us personally, I think a lot of what people enjoy
Is the strip
is
down?
the intimacy of just the two of us.
Yeah.
Obviously.
As you can hear,
My biggest
it's bad
question.
weather tonight. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Is the
My
weather
biggest
kicking up? Can you hear that?
Do what now?
Can you hear the wind kicking up?
Oh, is that might be what that is coming through the microphone. Okay, that's what it is. But yeah, my biggest question on that is, I know Cassie doesn't like to do a lot of guitar playing live. I mean, sometimes she does, and you would have to stick to the more of the acoustic playing, and then you'd have to have somebody else play guitar, lead guitar. How would that work? Would you want to play? I know you'd want to play the lead.
Well,
the electric.
Well, I mean, you know, they used to do it in Tesla. They just have an acoustic in front of them and then break off into the lead. Frank used to do that shit all the time.
That's right.
Cassie is actually a really good guitar player. And if it came to that point, she'd pick up all those parts that I play. She can handle it.
Okay.
I can definitely handle the rhythm side. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's fine.
Rhythm stuff. Yeah.
She's a really good guitar player. I'm just gonna be 100% honest. She doesn't practice like I do. Like I pick up a guitar every day.
Yeah.
But if she puts her mind to it, there's nothing. She's a really, really good rhythm guitar player. Capable.
I'm like her. I pick up the guitar once a week.
Yeah. I like singing more than anything, so I don't put as much energy into playing guitar, and I should.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm with you.
She was gonna play at the CD release party.
Mm-hmm.
And we got there and we were kind of rehearsing, and there was a lot going on. And in that situation, when you're trying to entertain people and you're trying to make sure that they get the best show they can, even the smallest little hiccup will just make you go, well, shit. And so there was a point where I just looked at her and said, hey, I'm going to play guitar tonight and you just sing and it'll be great. And that's what we did. And I think it worked out more beautifully that it was just one guitar and two voices.
There you go.
So
yeah, that's cool. Well, I know y'all got things to do and y'all got to get off of here, but it's been a pleasure. I hope this gets y'all a lot more, looks and streams and watches and all that kind of stuff. Maybe some people buy some merch. But like I said, this is on YouTube. It's on it's on the Facebook page, Talkbox Live, and it's on Twitter, Talkbox Live with Voodoo 13. It's 2 pages, but because it's got the most people on it, so that's why I use that one. And
I did a little live feed before the show to tell them when it started and to come hang out, and hopefully people are tuning in.
Okay.
And I put the link to this on there's one of our people, Pamela Wright, enjoyed. She does.
Very cool.
Well, thank you so much, just for asking us to be a part of it. We're quite the shit show, so you never know what you're going to get from us when there's interview type stuff.
Well, I love it, and I love helping people that love to help other people. And Stace is one of those guys that he not only promotes y'all, he promotes other people if they promote them. And with me and Stace have known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's the one that turned me on to Blind Melon. I was stuck in the 80s, and he was like, man, you gotta check this out. And I was like, what is that shit? And then probably 5 years later, I was like, damn, that is the best shit in the world. but it took a little while, but it grew on me. So, but yeah, love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all again. Don't know when we're coming back to Mississippi.
Well, we can't wait to see y'all when y'all do.
Yeah. So, it'll one day soon. But
Good.
But yeah, thank y'all so much. And as soon as we get off of here, we're gonna do y'all get off. We're gonna do Caruso's Cup of Tea.
Oh,
And,
nice.
He promotes. He does a lot. He likes a lot of bands out in Finland and Sweden and Switzerland and all that.
Y'all
Stuff.
from Sweden.
He loves that what's it called, melodic metal type stuff.
Power metal, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Nice.
Appreciate y'all for coming on, and we will promote this and everything. And I'm gonna send you some money
Okay.
before long and get you to send me a damn CD and all that good stuff.
Yep.
And I'm definitely gonna check out Leather and Lace before the CD gets here. So,
Yes.
So,
Thank you
Nice
so much.
Nice to meet you. Congratulations. CD.
all right.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, best of luck, and we'll see y'all.
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. Yeah, that was Stace and Cassie from Brandon, Flowood, somewhere in Mississippi. So back where I'm from.
Mississippi.
Yeah. So, I was wondering what that noise was. It was the wind. So they're having just as much wind there as we are. I mean, shit.
It's coming from there.
I thought I was going to get blown away coming home today.
Yeah, it's coming from down there.
So, but yeah, let's. We're gonna show the pictures and let Keith tell who they are and talk about them real quick. So, let me go ahead and pull this up. Where is that?
Let me do it.
Either way. Oh, what? Shit, woman. There we go. I think this is
Okay, so this is Spirits of Fire.
Spirits of Fire. Okay.
Now, this is an older photograph because that's Tim the Ripper Owens in the ball cap.
Oh, okay. I thought he looked familiar. So he's not
Yeah.
with him anymore?
No, he's not with him. He did the original debut album, and now they've got Fabio Leone from Rhapsody of Fire. He also had a cup of coffee in a band called Angra after their lead singer died and so forth. And Fabio has taken over vocal duties on this new release. And the new release is called Embrace the Unknown.
Mm-hmm.
This is their second album. Then, they got the cool thing is the little blonde guy with his hands on his hips. That's Chris Caffery from Savatage and Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh, okay.
And he tears it up. He literally tears it up. And then the drummer is a guy by the name of Mark Zonder who played for Fate's Warning.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
And then the bass player is a guy by the name of Steve DiGiorgio who played for Testament and Death.
Is he one of the Duck brothers?
That I don't know.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. The guys that had the Duck Show or whatever and Duck Dynasty. You see him back there?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he looks like it, don't he? He looks like it. But he was with Testament and Death, and he plays bass. And like I said, Tim Ripper Owens was their original vocalist. He was there from 2017 in the inception until 2021. And basically, they're a classic heavy metal band, harder than Savatage, if you will. Yeah, and of course, Fate's Warning is a progressive rock band,
Right.
so they got more teeth than Fate's Warning does as well.
Oh, okay.
They get right up in your grill and they kind of punch you, in my opinion. So Embrace the Unknown is their second release. It's coming out, or actually I think it's out already. They got a couple of singles off their first record that were pretty cool, and Into the Mirror and A Second Chance. Those were really good songs. And there's Embrace the Unknown has the lead single off of that is very good as well. Definitely check them out if you get a chance. If you like Savatage, like I said, a little more meat on it than, a little more teeth than Savatage. but Chris Caffrey just rips. I mean, he rips. And Fabio Leone is a great vocalist. Comes from a power metal background, so he's got some chops when it comes to the vocals. So really good band. If you get a chance, check them out. Love them. Looking forward to getting their new one. I don't have it yet, but I'm looking forward to getting the new one.
Cool. All right, we're going to go to the next one here. Now this is what or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's Garish and the Chronicles. GATC.
Oh, GAT. I was thinking GWAT. I don't know what the hell.
No.
That's why I said Guat. Kind of like
Yeah.
war.
Yeah, no, Garish and the Chronicles. And they hail from Sikkim, India.
I was going to say they looked a little.
They are Indian.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, they've been around for 10 years now. Their debut came out, called Back to Earth, came out in 2014. And they describe themselves as, like a classic heavy metal, hard rock band. They grew up, listening to the 80s, and this is kind of their interpretation and where they're at with it. So right now we're dealing with the album called Hail to the Heroes, which is their third record. And the single off of that, Hail to the Heroes, is really, really, really good song. And then they got another one called Rock and Roll is Here to Stay, which is really good as well. And they consist of Garish. Now you gotta bear with me on these names. Garish Pradhan. He's the vocalist. He would be the guy with his arm across, holding the jacket on his shoulder. Then you got Yogesh Pradhan, which would be the bass player. I'm assuming it's his brother. Then you got a guy named Suraz Karki, which is a guitarist, and Nagan Mangaranti, and he's the drummer. Like I said, they're a classic hard rock heavy metal band. Really good. And it's if you step outside the box, you think India, you don't think a heavy metal scene. You just don't, for whatever reason, you just don't think that. And these guys, really, really solid band. Really solid band.
Mm-hmm.
So give them a listen as well. The third band is Black Swan.
Yes, I can name two of the people in that band. Jeff Pilson from Dokken.
Yes.
Actually was in Rat before he was in Dokken. And then Reb Beach, who became famous from Winger.
Right. And has played with Dokken at one point.
He played with White Snake.
And White Snake, yes.
Yeah.
Now, the lead vocalist is Robin McCauley, which should be known to everyone from Macaulay Schenker Group.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he played with Michael Schenker back in the day in the band MSG, Michael Schenker Group. And the guy that's got no hair on his noggin and has the
Fu Manchu looking thing?
Absolutely. That's Matt Starr. And Matt Starr is the drummer. And right now, he took over for the late Pat Torpey in Mr. Big.
Oh,
but he's also drummed for Ace Frehley, and there was another. He was with somebody else too. But yeah, so the guys are. If you think of the bands that these guys were in, mesh it together. That's basically what you're going to get. You're going to get classic hard rock sound. Killer guitars, obviously from Reb. Macaulay still has a great sound vocally, and then Matt Starr and Jeff Pilson together as the the backbeat is just phenomenal as well. Matt Starr's a really underrated drummer. So their second record's getting ready to drop. It's called Generation Mind. They have a single out right now called Generation Mind. But their first record came out self-titled. Shake the World, Make It There, and Big Disaster were three singles that come off of that. And Shake the World probably just really resonates with me. That was the first one I heard from them. Really, really solid track. But these guys are really solid. You know, it's one of them super groups that you would love to see take it on the road and catch out at a show.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, really.
I've heard some of their stuff off their
really
first
solid.
or second release. I forget.
This is their second release right now.
So it was their first release.
Yeah.
Back in 2020, I think it was. Maybe.
Yeah. And
Might have
like
been 29. Might have been 19.
their first release was 2019.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. So they released 2019 and 2020 was all the first record, and then they just putting out the second one now.
Yeah. I love Pilson's voice too, man. I mean,
oh god, yeah.
Lead,
but
very harmonizing, but he could be a lead singer in a band if he wanted to.
Well, he has actually. He has. Yeah, he sang in the band War and Peace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. But he's always been known for his backing vocals in Dokken, the End Machine.
Yeah, the End Machine. Yeah, definitely. Didn't he played with somebody else too?
He's with Foreigner right now.
Huh?
He's with Foreigner right now.
Yeah, he's been with Foreigner for a while. So.
Yeah. But God, yeah, I mean, he's been in several different bands along the way as well. You know, and like I said, he's a phenomenal backing vocalist, and like I said,
he's a bass player too.
Yes, absolutely, and he does handle lead vocals very well himself. Mm-hmm. So you know, these guys, again, definitely in my book right now as far as checking these guys out. Would love to see them on the road, you know. So I would throw one more quick one out there, and that's I don't think you have a picture, but that's my boys that I'm rocking out tonight. Little Sonata Arctica from Finland. Mm-hmm. They just released a Acoustic Adventures Volume 2. And basically what they did was they went out during all this COVID and whatnot. They did in studio kind of like everybody was doing, you know, they played live in studio kind of thing or whatever. Mm-hmm. But they also did a tour prior to that where they did a lot of their stuff and they just did it acoustically. Yeah. And there's been a big call for them to release the material they did. And so they've put it out in two chronicles, Volume 1 and Volume 2. It's called Acoustic Adventures. And just, you know, one of my favorite bands on the planet. I mean, they really are. Tony Kakko, you know, I would have put him in my list of singer-songwriters, but you guys would have had no idea who I was talking about.
It didn't matter, you know.
But Tony's an amazing he's an amazing songwriter. Just some of the storyline lyrics that he writes, it's just like, what the hell? You know, just makes you really think, kind of a Neil Peart kind of thing when it makes you think about things. And he's a really good vocalist as well. And they're, you know, buddies of mine, so they're top notch anyway.
Yeah.
But, check them out. Give them a listen. Like I said, Acoustic Adventures, it's out now, Volume 2. And you can check them out on YouTube as well and find their stuff. So that is my cup of tea for this week.
Well, hell yeah. Very cool. Well, yeah. And real quick, we got to get off of here. But real quick, we have, like I said, Rob DeLuca coming up next week with some special guests. And then the week after that, we're going to have Mr. Sam Bam from Faster Pussycat, Butterside, and Dorothy. And then the week after that, we're going to have the 9th. Oh, Miss Bobby Brown, Miss Warrant, Miss Cherry Pie. So going to have her on here. And the week after that is going to be Nikki Stringfield and Patrick Kinnison. Patrick plays the lead guitar for Lita Ford, and Nikki plays a lot of the lead stuff. She plays, I'm not sure which one, if it's Dave Murray or Adrian Smith, but she plays one of their parts in the band, the Iron Maidens. And she will be here. They will be on the 16th of March. And then the next week, oh my gosh, I went totally blank. Who the hell have I got?
The 23rd.
I'll have to look at my calendar.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you've got that day.
February, March 23rd. I don't have anything right this second.
Okay.
I think I do, and I don't remember who I put there. So I'm going to have to look back at that. Anyway, so yeah, going to have some cool people on and keep struggling through this. And of course, Keith's going to be going on vacation for a few days, so he'll be out one or two of these shows, the 16th and the 23rd, possibly. Yeah, I told you I had something on the 23rd, and I forgot to put it in there because that's when you told me you were going to be gone the 16th and the 23rd. So I have to look back at my text.
The 16th, I may or may not be on, but the 23rd, I'll be gone.
Okay.
Because I don't think I come back till after that.
Okay.
So,
No worries. But yeah, so everybody, it's been awesome, and we will see you next week, and hopefully we'll have some cooler intro stuff and everything by then. So
and send us your comments. You know what we can improve on, what we can put on.
Mm-hmm.
You know who you want to see. You know if you got any ideas for something we should talk about.
Yeah, exactly. So
So
yeah. Well. See y'all later. Have a good one.
Rock out.
Be good. Later.
Peace, people.